everybody, welcome to this video here on G4G. Today we are taking a look at Heroes of the Storm and the Tides of War update. This adds several new things to the game, including the new hero Alarak, several bundles in the store, and a new map called the Braxxis Holdout. Aside from that, there has been a major change to a few heroes, and the map rotation has dropped Dragon Knight out the same way that it had dropped Haunted Mines out so long ago. That makes me sad. I wish it was Cursed Hollow. I kind of hate Cursed Hollow because of how big it is. And sometimes the Raven Lord spawns his shit way too quickly. Dragon Knight, I feel, is a little bit more balanced, and I'm kind of really missing Haunted Mines at this point, to be honest. But let's take a look at what we've got. So, one of the first things that I heard about changing in this is the fact that Valla changed drastically. And that sort of irritates me because Valla is my go-to negative streak breaker. She is my highest hero. She is the one that I probably am the most consistent on. And whenever I get on a bit of a losing streak, I kind of hop on Valla to snap it. And she's changed a lot. We got to take a look at her talents over here, and then we'll take a look at Alarak. So, at tier 1, she gets Monster Hunter, reduces the mana cost of Hungering Arrow by 30, and increases the damage it deals to minions, mercs, and monsters by 100. Caltrops is now over here, and she has a quest, spend 180 seconds at 10 stacks of hatred, which then reduces the cooldown of Vault. It's weird. I mean, I find this very weird that a quest is wrapped up into Caltrops. Also, she has Hot Pursuit. Hot Pursuit is something that I tend to pick a lot, unless I know I have melee that want to close in on me, or stealthers like Zeratul who will try to follow me down, or Illidan, and then that's what I go with Caltrops. But her hatred is weird. Now, let's see. Basic attacks grant a stack of hatred up to 10. Each hatred stack increases basic attack damage by 8% movement speed. Lasts 6 seconds, and then it totally drops off. It doesn't decay like it used to. It just goes from whatever you have to squat. I kind of don't like that. And there's other talent changes that I don't like about her, but... Puncturing Arrow quest. Hitting a enemy hero with the initial impact of Hungering Arrow increases the damage by 5 up to a maximum of 100. After gaining 100 bonus damage, gain an additional 50 bonus damage, and Hungering Arrow also bounces one more time. The cooldown's still 10 seconds. It's a hell of a quest. Punishment. Each stack of hatred increases the damage. Multi-shot. Creed of the Hunter, increase attack speed by 10%. Use 100 basic attacks against heroes. Then your hatred grants an additional... This is probably... I pretty much exclusively was doing the hatred build most of the times I played Valla. I'd kind of come off of the multi-shot build. Although it is very nice to see that hatred is now caking in to multi-shot. But I'd still probably wind up going Creed. Arsenal, multi-shot still launching grenades. Death Dealer increases Vault basic attack damage bonus. What? Increase, oh yes, that's another new thing that she has. Dash to the target area. Your next basic attack within 2 seconds deals 5% increased damage per... I question this. They say that they did this so that very good Valla players come further and further away from average Valla players. But Vault is often about getting out, not getting in, especially at a 10-second cooldown. So, to think of having to use offensive Vault and possibly not having it, up when you need to get the hell out of dodge, I don't like what Vault does now with that passive. And I don't like that there's a quest on this. Repeating arrow. The cooldown for hungering arrow is reset when vault is used. I'm probably going to be going Arsenal at this point in time. I don't like this tier at all. I'm really beginning to favor old Valla right now. Rain of Vengeance now has 2 stacks, or 2 charges. You launch a wave of Shadow Beasts that deal damage and stun for only half a second, and then you can do it again for 2 charges. And they take 60 seconds to recharge. Strafe and Rain of Vengeance now have the same cooldown. I tend to like picking Strafe in my Hatred build. Siphoning Arrow. You heal for 75% of the damage dealt. Tempered by Discipline. Here's when you start getting that. Gloom reduces all ability damage taken by 20%. Activate to consume all your hatred, increasing the ability. So, if you're getting dived on, you might want to do Gloom for survival. I like Tempered by Discipline, but notice what is missing. Vampiric. Valla used to get Vampiric so early that it made her very effective at soloing camps, and she became almost a specialist assassin. And if you didn't have a specialist on a team, Valla could almost fulfill that role. Now that Vampiric is not way low, you can't do that anymore. Frost Shot increased the range of multi-shot, and it also slows. Seething Hatred basic attacks now grant 2 stacks of Hatred, and the time it takes before it expires is increased by 2. That might be good. I never go at Mana Core. Mana Core always used to be in the tier of Vampiric. This may be good if you can rely on the tank and kind of sit in the back row. These two are both pretty cool, but I think I would probably go with Seething Hatred. And then here at 20, Penetrating Bolts and Heals. Okay, that's new. You now have a heal in Vengeance. Basic attacks reduce the charge cooldown of Rain of Vengeance. Basic attack range, and Hatred increases attack speed. This is now tough between Rancor and Vengeance. That's a real tough choice. Sometimes you spin to win to kind of get out of trouble, but at the same time ward people off. It's kind of like, yeah, you can continue after me, but I'm vengeancing my way out, so it's at great risk to you. That is now more capable. That's now a more valid thing with the Vengeance heal. But man, Rancor is, you know, kind of like Raynor. It's so good for Valla, especially with max discipline and hatred. But I really don't like her changes. I really don't. They said she was in the works for like 6 months, and then they finally decided to pull the trigger and everything. I don't think she was needed, unless the fact that they were not happy that she didn't get played that often in comp, because she just tends to be rather vanilla and straightforward. But then again, so is Raynor, and Raynor sees play, so. Alright, let's look at Alarak over here. And let's take a look at his skins. First off, we have his default. I think the final one is pretty cool, but it almost adds a very regal color to somebody who is not a hero. I mean, that's kind of a very heroic look for him when he's on white. And the red is pretty cool. Wish I could turn him, but I can't for some particular reason. His master skin keeps the black and red. He then has this very weird golden, like, orange. Not too crazy about this one. Almost looks like his brain is exposed. And then finally he has Artanis' master green at the very end of it all. He's an assassin, although he looks tanky. And then his store skin is going to be Enzoth Alarak. So he looks like a Mind Flayer in, like, a lot of games like Final Fantasy has these that are Mind Flayers, just the squid faces. This very interesting Cthulhu purple or Cthulhu purple over here that looks like it's literally ripped from Hearthstone. And then you have this pretty cool reddy purple gold at the end. I like this one. I like the eye on the belt and up in the chest piece. I think that is that's pretty cool. So over in the shop, God, I wish I could get chat to go away, and it's not for some particular reason. There we go.
Ancestors watch over you.
We have a good-looking bundle over here, but it's probably one of the most expensive bundles that I've seen. It's Butcher, Rexxar, Kerrigan, and the newest Alarak.
I expected so much more.
We have the new Queen of Ghosts Kerrigan, which was really prevalent in a lot of the trailers for this expansion. Herald of Enzom, Raider Rexxar, which makes him look a lot like Raynor, and Misha gets a very tech look to him, and he kind of gets the microphone sound effect. The Butcher Lisk, which kind of looks really plain, actually. The Obsidian Cyber Wolf, and the Ghost Speeder. Also, when you log in, the game is giving you a free hero. So they're giving you a choice of 3 at one particular tier. If you have all of those 3, you then have a choice at another tier, and then if you have all of those 6, they give you 4,000 gold. I wound up getting 4,000 gold out of it. Also, the next season has started, so the previous season's PvP rewards came in. I finished silver because I wasn't really trying after placements and got upgraded to gold. The Triumph bundle is still around, which for me only gives me Star Princess, which I have no interest in, Seraphim Tyrael,
the feast of the gods.
Jade Dragon, and Insectoid Zagara with her gaping vagina over there. So let's take a look at some of the heroes that got new skins over here. And also on sale in the store is Bale Spider Gul'dan, Spellbreaker Johanna, Sports Li Ming, Demonic Oriole, which I have, Mystic Kingdoms Arthas, Eagle Eye Tyrande, Bikini Stitches, and Night Owl Medivh. So, taking a look at the warriors, let's take a look at Rexxar and see what his raider looks like. Oh, wow, they're not even listing it here. That's very interesting. Let's look at Kerrigan. I think that would be kind of a shame if they didn't list that over there. Where is my Kerrigan? She should be a master. There she is. Huh, wow, they're not even listing it when you look at the heroes. You have to view it through the store. That kind of sucks. That's actually not too thrilled about that, because then you don't get to see what are the other colors after
the sword.
Like, what are her other colors over here? What do they look like? What about, well, him we do know, but Raider Rexxar. I think they kind of messed up on that one. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do a try on Alarak and see what we've got going on over here. And then maybe in another video I'll actually be getting some playtime in on him in the new map. From what I understand, he's a bit of an anti-hero here. Oh, that's a cool cloud.
Much to teach you. Only because I will it.
What is his mount? He floats? Oh, that's interesting. Alright, so looking at his abilities, we have Discord Strike. After a half a second delay, enemies in front of you take nearly 400 damage and are silenced. Telekinesis, create a force pushing yourself and all enemies hit from the targeted point towards the targeted direction. This one sounds complicated. I have to see that one in action. Lightning Surge, deal 205 damage to an enemy and all enemies between you and the target. And then he has Sadism as his passive, and he has his 2 heroics. So, removes telekinesis, mana cost, Reduces the damage bonus of sadism by 10%, but telekinesis pushes further. Reduce the mana cost of lightning surge. Increase the width of lightning surge's beam. Let's go with the width. Increase the range of Discord Strike by 25 and also hits in a line perpendicular to the forward strike. They're giving you geometry. That's interesting. Reduces the delay, but if it hits an enemy, you become vulnerable. Wow, that seems not cool. Reduce the cooldown of Discord Strike by 2 seconds. If it hits no enemies, the mana cost is refunded. So there definitely seems to be a lightning surge build coming around over here. I'm gonna go with double cross. Oh wow, that's like Kylo Ren's lightsaber. That's fucked up. That's funny. Each time it hits a hero, there's a quest. Heroes hit between you and the victim permanently. Thunderstruck, reduce the damage bonus of Satan by another 10, but Lightning Surge slows enemies hit between you and the victim. Deadly Charge, Counter Strike. For now, I'm going to go with Deadly Charge. Again, wow, they want to really chomp away at that sadism bonus. Increase damage, reduces the damage bonus of sadism, but telekinesis slows enemies. When a nearby ally hero dies, your sadism bonus is increased by 8%. Stacking this bonus cannot be consumed by hasty bargains lost on death. Wow. So if your team sucks, pure malice is like, fuck you guys, I'm more... Very interesting. I'll go with Dissonance. Reduces the damage bonus of sadism again, and the cooldown is reduced. Reduces the damage bonus of sadism, but increases the range. Increase the healing you receive from dealing damage to heroes with lightning surge. Increase damage dealt to enemies hit by the center. I'm gonna go with sustaining.
This shall be the
Prevents
instrument
damage,
of my wrath.
deal damage in a long area. Cleanse and teleport, but reduce health. Activate to reduce sadism bonus and reset basic ability cooldowns. I'll go with that for now.
The choice is clear.
Oh, did my binds get messed up? Yep.
My decrees.
Something
are
happened to my binds.
absolute.
That's interesting. Alright, well. What? Oh, it thinks like an alt key is stuck down or something?
Is this the best healing you can do?
What is going on
So
here?
goes the train of ascension.
My Q is not working.
You can
Yeah,
see
it
this
thinks I have
hero,
alt
yes?
keys.
Then kill them.
Stuck or something. There we go. And there's the silence. Let's see if we can get with the lightning strike. Oh, that's cool. I kind of like that lightning strike.
So goes.
So, his Q is kind of like a psionic fist, which is pretty neat. Ah, that W is going to be interesting to get used to. I think I see what happens. You place it, and then you set the rotation of it. Yup. Okay. Wow, that's going to be complicated in the heat of battle. Alright, let's see what his heroic does. Oh boy. That is going to put him in some danger. See how his regular attack does.
Ugh, I've known much better. Oh, Predictable, yet
You can kind of use that as a grip. That's almost
Is this the
usable as
best
a
healing
grip.
you can
That's
do?
kind of like a wave of force, but at the same time, it can also be used as a bit of a hook. Yup. That's gonna be interesting. I could foresee some bad things happening from that. And it even knocks him out of, like, roots and stuff. That's the second time I've knocked him out of,
That was rather
Malfurion's roots.
Excellent.
Alright, I'm gonna reset talents briefly, so we can take a look at the other heroic. Gonna go with most of the same talents over here. This time we will do Counter-Strike.
Oh, predictable, yet effective.
Ah, he didn't really attack me. What happened there?
Onward.
well done.
Yeah, he's gonna be fun. He's gonna be quite disruptive. It also seems like he's a little bit chunky. Like he might be able to survive well. Ah, there was the counter attack finally. You can lightning buildings, which is cool.
My decree. Is this the best healing you can do?
That was not the direction that I wanted to aim him in. Gonna have the heroic up.
Better healers.
Yeah, that's fun.
So good.
I'm not even
Oh,
too
and
sure
tell
if
the
there's a
others
really
that-
good indicator that you've used that heroic. It's gonna be interesting to see if people can stop attacking him when it's up. Alright, so there is a
I
look
expected
at
so
the new
much more.
Tides of War patch and the new hero. I will be doing a separate video on what it is like to actually play Alarak in a match. No doubt it's going to be a tough queue time for him today. Definitely take a look at the patch notes. There have been a lot of other heroes that have received changes. I do believe that Brightwing has also gone through a few talent changes. Aside from just Bribe. Bribe has been changed universally for a lot of people. And I think Brightwing's got a few other changes. So definitely take a look at the patch notes. Get your free hero. And if all 6 of the free heroes you have, enjoy your 4,000 free gold. Spend it on fun stuff. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. Take care.